Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into your weekly love outlook for a look into what this week holds for a particular connection that you have with someone in your life, right? The connection could be with someone new. It could be with someone from your past coming back, or whatever the scenario is. We're going to take a look at it, and we're going to start off with your oracle cards and then get into your traditional spread. All right, so this is for Cancer, October 18th today all the way up to the 25th, next 7 days. All right, so let's just see what's going on. For my lovely Cancers, we have Spirit of the Crystal Ball, Spirit of Travel, and Spirit of the Zombie Spirit. So Spirit of Crystal Ball energy is future, predictions, divination coming in. Spirit of Travel, of course, is travel, right? You might be changing locations. You might be making a journey, coming home. You might be relocating. And then we have Zombie Spirit. So there's a degree of control or submissiveness here somewhere. We're not really going to know how these oracles, these oracle energies impact this connection until we pull out your cards. And so let's get right into it, Cancer. Of course, this isn't going to be for all of you, and if it doesn't resonate for you, that's just fine. Just leave it behind. Let's just see what is going on this week for Cancer and their person. I'm going to pull out cards for both of you. Show me what's going on. October 18th to the 25th. All right, guys, so let's see. Your person is coming in as Two of Wands. You are coming in this week with Temperance, Cancer. They see you as Star Energy, and you see them as a Four of Cups. They desire Three of Cups, and you desire Knight of Wands. And what needs to happen is Eight of Swords and Strength. We've had a lot of 8 cards coming out this week for readings, and there is the Emperor, right, coming out at the bottom of the deck. So authority, establishing dominance, establishing power, stability. 4 is the number for stability in tarot. Let me get my light just right here. All right, guys, so here we have it. Let's get into it, all right? Two of Wands and Temperance. Well, Two of Wands energy, talking about here, is really wanting to move ahead. This is how your person is coming into the week, the energy they're coming in with. Very fiery. Temperance, by the way, is also fire. Interestingly, Temperance is 14, the Emperor is 4. And so where the Emperor is the leader of men, among a leader of men here on this material earthly plane, Temperance is when we are the leader of ourselves, within ourselves, when we are the one in charge within ourselves. Temperance is about not allowing other people's energy to move you, other people's energy to get you to react, and remaining strong and remaining focused, always remaining in touch with who you are. And this is the energy you're coming into the week with. Of course, your person, Two of Wands, that fiery energy of wanting to move ahead with their plans for their vision, whatever that vision is. Holding the world in the palm of your hand really speaks to this energy of being willing to meet whatever meets you head on, right? So whatever the world has to throw at you, you're ready for it, right? Two of Wands is Mars and Aries energy. So we're talking about a very warlike energy, a very strong, persistent, fiery, determined energy to sort of break out into the world and, you know, make your mark on it. How do you see each other? Well, excuse me, this week your person is seeing you as Star. You're seeing them as Four of Cups. So this is interesting. We start to see a little bit of a challenge here because they see you as someone who is, they're seeing you as someone who is very sort of idealistic, I want to say, right? Idealistic, ambitious. I want to say someone who is who has an imagination about what they want for their lives, right? The Star energy is all about being very conscientiously on your life path and sort of not allowing anyone to take you off of that. And so for them to see you as Star energy, which is, by the way, sorry about the focus, try and keep this focused, by the way, which is associated with Aquarius energy, just as the Emperor is associated with Aries and Temperance, by the way, with Sagittarius. Them seeing you as star energy is, it feels to me like they see that you have a vision and they see that you act on that vision. I wonder how much they want to be like that also. You're seeing them as a Four of Cups. So interestingly enough, you're seeing them as not really being open, not accepting help, or not accepting a cup that is being offered to them. Right? So why is that? This is quite interesting how they, you know, for them to see you as being this sort of very ambitious and very sort of, I want to say, sort of a wanderer, traveler, adventurer, but at the same time somebody who's very much gonna live their life on their terms, is very actively living their lives on their terms according to the wish they have for their lives, right? That North Star they have for their lives. Yet and still you see them as somebody who's not opening up to you. It could be that you're dealing with somebody who's being very, very fiery, and they may not be accepting you on your terms, as it were. Let's move forward. Gonna come back to that. So here with Three of Cups and Knight of Wands, we see that your person is desiring to be much more social. They're wanting to sort of bond with their social group, their friends, the people who are important to them, and they're wanting to have a certain sense of, I want to say almost even acceptance, right? Acceptance, loyalty, right? Reestablish loyalty. They desire Three of Cups. It could very well be that you're dealing with somebody who's desiring to be much more on their own, who desires to be free in a lot of ways, right? Knight of Wands is what you desire, and this is somebody who is sort of has your fire and has your support. It's interesting. It feels to me almost like, yes, you're dealing with somebody who sees that you have a certain type of life. You have a certain type of way of going about life, Cancer. Right? You have the star energy going on with you, yet I'm not necessarily, I feel almost like they're wanting to emulate you rather than accept a cup of love from you, right? They're wanting sort of almost to covet the type of life that you have. This is almost a discrepancy in energies, whereas you're wanting somebody Knight of Wands energy, you're desiring much more of an energy that is riding next to you or support you, where you guys are equal and you guys are supporting each other and sort of cheerleading for each other. However, this person, you're seeing them as a Four of Cups. A Four of Cups is somebody who's not accepting that cup of love the way you're giving it to them, right? You're giving it, they're like, no, I don't want what you have to offer just yet. And here they are desiring Three of Cups. It could very well be that they just don't want to be tied down. It could very well be that you're dealing with somebody also who, I feel, zombie spirit, I feel a toxicity here, or I feel a dysfunction here, right? Eight of Swords is coming in. What needs to happen? You need to be strong. Eight of Swords is a dysfunctional card. What needs to happen? Why is the Eight of Swords coming up? Well, so Eight of Swords is kind of that realization that, you know, you are the one who's creating the alienation around you. It is your sort of like very restricted way of seeing the world, of thinking about the world, of seeing your place in the world, of talking to others, the way you communicate with others. All of that is what is holding you back, really, from what you want. Right? And so this needs to happen for your person. Eight of Swords, they really need to wake up to this weird toxicity they have. I feel to a certain degree, again, they want what you are. They want to be who you are. They want to emulate how you live your life. They are sort of enamored with that, right? They're sort of inspired almost by that. But there is a dysfunctionality here, which is really, really odd. It's hard to put my finger on. They kind of are the type of person who wants the adventure, and they almost want to be next to you because you're the person who has, perhaps in your social circle, you might be the one who has a lot of the adventure. You might be the one who has a lot of the connections, right? So they want all of that. Three of Cups, they want that loyalty. They want that popularity, that bonding, that I almost feel like they see that you have, right? But they don't want it from you, Four of Cups. They don't want any help. Very, very immature. Again, zombie spirit coming in. So that's that Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is very dysfunctional energy. Even if it's just a little bit, it's the beginning of a very strong dysfunctional energy. This is somebody who really doesn't take responsibility for themselves. Strength is what needs to happen for you. So you are also, it's interesting, you have Temperance, which is one form of strength. Being strong in the face of energies outside of you. Well, strength is maintaining your strength despite all of the different emotions inside of you. And so it's a different way of taking control of yourself and of your decision-making process in life. But strength, by necessity, it is eight major arcana. You have Eight of Swords. In strength, we see a need for boundaries so that you can maintain your strength. With Eight of Swords, we see a person who has inadvertently, I would say, alienated themselves from those around them and created boundaries around them by virtue of the way they think and carry themselves, because they're so difficult to be around, because their thinking is so restrictive, because their mindset is so closed off, and so they have found themselves within a boundary, and they blame others for it. So you're dealing with somebody who's a very weird kind of like off-center. I want to say that they're quite dysfunctional. This Two of Wands energy that they're coming into the week with, this desire to take the world on head on, it is kind of like, yeah, that's what they desire. I'm not sure if they're capable of it, right? You might be dealing with somebody who talks a big talk, but they don't really actually ever make the move. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like to me. You're dealing with somebody who here... And Temperance energy, again, you're coming in with Temperance being very focused. Have you been around this person? Is this person a new person? Are you just getting to know them, Cancer? Something odd is really going on here. Now, it could be vice versa. For those of you who are cross-watching, you might be dealing with a Cancer who is almost in that position here. I'm feeling that too, some of you out there. And the attitude is, in any case, the attitude is very, very odd. That Two of Wands, yes, they're kind of like, yeah, I can do this, but it's more of like they are almost copying those around them with that Star card and then that desire for that Three of Cups, right? You, however, in your eyes, they don't really take the real cup of love. You may be dealing with somebody who is also very false. They may be coming across quite false. Emperor energy, Six of Cups, wow. And the Hermit, interesting. So Six of Cups, you may know each other, from a long time. You may know each other from being friends as children, or may have known each other for many years, may have grown up together, may have a rapport with each other. Nevertheless, Emperor is there and the Hermit is there. There needs to be certainly a time, I want to say a time out for this individual, almost even. Hermit energy is really about going in yourself and taking that walk to really figure yourself out. Now, this could also be applying to you, Cancer, in the sense that, are you giving too much to this person? Are you giving too much to people in general? That Four of Cups is letting you know that not everybody is taking your cup of love, and yet you're coming in with Temperance, which means you've had to deal with a lot these coming weeks. Six of Cups and Emperor energy. All right, this is also a power play. There's a weird power play going on here, because at the bottom of the deck we have Emperor, and Emperor comes out again. Again, there's a weird power play with this person. It almost feels as though, Cancer, that despite the fact that there may be genuine love that you have for them or help that you want to give them, there is a competitive nature here. There's a covetous nature here. And you're dealing with somebody who has, who really needs to have like their own walk for a little while with that Hermit energy and figure out what is going on, because that Eight of Swords is real dysfunctional energy coming in, and that Three of Cups here and Four of Cups is really kind of belying a love connection. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that, Cancer. This is your reading for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a little bit of clarity out of it at least. Please like, subscribe, and share if you did. But for right now, Cancer, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay kind to each other. I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye-bye now.